What is going on, guys? I hope everyone's having an awesome day today. So today we're going to talk about that new ability in The Last Jedi. It's the one that the bad guys, the First Order, has in their possession, which could essentially track any starship that hopped into hyperspace. This was the one tactic the rebels could use on the Empire that would help them hide in space until a later time, such as we've seen Han Solo do with the Falcon quite often. In The Last Jedi, how did Snoke's First Order learn how to develop this hyperspace tracking technology so well? Well, today's answer will come from the canon novelization of the film, as well as one other piece that I want to mention before I continue. This still image right here is from Rogue One. This is where Jinn discovers the Empire had already started researching technologies in hyperspace tracking. Anyways, let's get to the snippet from the novel, and I'm going to do my best to enact it for you.
You say you can track the Resistance fleet even after its escape to hyperspace, something no military force in the galactic history has been able to do.
Snoke said, and Hux relaxed. Now the Supreme Leader was in Hux's arena. No military force in galactic history had access to the technology we have created, Supreme Leader.
The Resistance fleet will be on the other side of the galaxy by now. In any of 1 billion star systems, the prospect of checking them all makes me weary, General.
We need not check them all, Supreme Leader. Our tracking system's computer network contains millennia worth of data. Every after-action report from Imperial history, as well as many from the Republic's judicial forces and planetary security forces. It contains astrogation reports, briefings from scouts and commercial guilds, separatist intel.
A full inventory would be tedious.
Of course, Supreme Leader. Our sensors pinpoint the target's last known trajectory, and tracking control analyzes it against our datasets. Trillions of potential destinations are sifted and reduced to hundreds, then dozens, and finally, one.
And so why are we not headed to that lone destination?
We are cross-checking the results of our initial analysis, Supreme Leader. The final calculations should be complete within minutes. Snoke leaned back in his throne, considering that. His guards stood unmoving in their imprisoning red armor. Behind him, the alien navigators carried on their inscrutable work.
So, your solution to this ancient problem is no conceptual breakthrough. Your invention is a product not of genius, but brute force.
Brute force is underrated, Supreme Leader. So the way Hux finally cracked through this technological advancement, if I'm understanding it correctly, was by basically just looking at the direction the ship jumped to in hyperspace, and then their computers sift through calculations to bring it to one highly probable location, and if they're off by a little bit, then I assume they would just find it nearby. This information is kind of big, and it was overlooked in the novel because then we get Kylo Ren coming in and no one really remembers or cares, but this is a piece that basically ties in what we saw in Rogue One when Jinn found that in the Empire's database, and now we can have the answer in The Last Jedi novelization. This is a piece that I think would have answered a lot of questions regarding hyperspace tracking that I think would have been cool to learn in the film. Hopefully, this video answered that for anyone who doesn't have time or interest to read the book. So, what are your guys' thoughts on hyperspace tracking? Is it a bit too convenient of a plot, or does it make sense in your eyes? The advancement of technology has obviously happened, so it could make sense. Thank you for watching today's video, everyone. I will see you all in the next episode of Star Wars Theory. Until then, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends, remember,
the Force will be with you, always.